we're going to explore the reflections using
Geogebra.
All right, so this one is reflect about the line. You can also reflect about a point or a circle, but we're just going to stick to the line because that's your basic introductory knowledge that you need to know. So we'll start with two lines. One that travels along and is just like the y-axis, and one that is just like the x-axis. We'll create a polygon. Okay. And now the tool says to reflect about the line, select the object to reflect, and then the line of reflection. So we're going to reflect across the y-axis. So we select it, select our polygon. Uh-oh. That used this line as a line of reflection, but that's not what we want. We want this object and this line. And it reflects mirror reflection, so it's opposite, but it's the same size, same shape. It is just reflected in an opposite way across the line. Now, let's take a look at these points, and I want you to jot down the points. Point D, and let me try to get these all on like nice even points. Let me just pop in 20 and 18. Let's pop in 30 and 30 and 40 and 17 and 30 and 7 and 30 and 20. Oops. 30 and 20. Alright, so now let's look at the points of the reflected object. The reflected object, they have the same point names, but you'll notice this little tick mark, like an apostrophe, that's called prime. So point E and point E prime are, you know, the same points, corresponding points on the shape. So in the original, the point was 30, 30. In the reflection, notice that the x-coordinate is just inverted or negated. The y-coordinate didn't change. We didn't go up or down on the y-axis, but we did go side to side, which is moving along the x-axis. So this, what once was 30 in our reflection, is negative 30. The y-coordinate doesn't change. We didn't go up or down. Let's look at the G point. It was also 30. Well, let's use F. F was at 40, so of course on the opposite side is going to be negative 40. So that's the way that you will answer these kinds of questions when you come across them. If you're reflecting across the y-axis, which is this one, your x-coordinate changes because you're moving side to side. Don't get confused because you're moving across the y-axis that the y-coordinate is changing. Think logically and think about which way are you moving. If you're going side to side, it's going to be that x, just totally opposite. Same number, just negated with a negative symbol in front of it. All right, now if we want to go across the x-axis, what's going to be changing there? The y-coordinate, the second coordinate that shows our up and down position. So let's take this and flip it. Oops, let's first check that. And flip it across here. Now we notice that G, the position of 30 is still the same, or negative 30 is still the same, but notice we go from 7 to negative 7. E point goes from 30 to negative 30. So now we're just changing the coordinate on that second point. On that second part of the coordinate. Now I can get some other, like what happened in the beginning. I have this polygon, and I can choose this as my line of reflection, and it will reflect right across that line. Or I can choose this as my line of reflection. Then I can come up with something interesting. Let's see what happens when this goes that way and that goes that way. I'm starting to come out with something looking like a leaf. Let's try to reflect it about that. Oh no, I don't like that one.
It kind of looks like a Christmas tree.
Yeah. Let's color it in. Well, we don't want to take up too much time on the video, but this is how you use the reflection about the line tool. And the key points to remember is that if you're going across the y-axis, you're moving side to side, change that x-coordinate, just make it negative. The y will not change. If you're going up and down, if you're reflecting across the x-axis, your position is going up and down, so you're changing that y-coordinate, making it negative. The x-coordinate will stay the same. That's it.